we should be live. Let me see the group. It always takes a second. The beginnings of lives are always awkward.
Yeah, I get a notification that you're live.
Okay, we are live. Hello, everybody. This is Andrea from Spreadsheetables, and I am here with Melinda. If you guys don't know her, she is the new Spreadsheetables member. I invited her to join this venture with me, and it has been the most awesome thing that I've ever done with this business. So, hi, Mel. Welcome. Oh, and everybody that is watching, if we're streaming with StreamYard, and if you're going to leave comments, hi, Barbara. Good morning. If you're going to leave comments, sometimes your name might not show up unless you give StreamYard permission to show your name or something like that. So, um, today is Sunday, the 18th, and it is Father's Day. So happy Father's Day to all fathers out there. And that is it. So Mel, hello, good morning.
Good morning. I'm so excited about this. We
I
kind of
know.
thought that with this big launch, we'd better get on here and introduce ourselves and tell people what's coming. So, yeah, it's exciting.
Yes, and it's funny because as I sent the email out yesterday, just introducing you, some people came back to me, they replied to the email and were like, oh, that's why I've been seeing a different face on YouTube and everywhere else. So,
Who is
yes,
this random person posting things? I guess they
right?
kind of threw me in there and then thought, well, we'll tell them about it later.
Yes, I know. It was like, who is this person? It didn't. Were we hacked?
Yeah.
um,
Did you notice this? This is unintentional, but this ended up being like a Spreadsheetables color. I don't know if I got across there, but wasn't planned. But
that is awesome. I know. I should be wearing pink. I love pink. So.
Yeah, that should be our thing. We need to go get shirts.
Oh, yeah, I know. I am pink though, so that counts.
Yeah, you're
What's
by the
your name?
beach, so you get that glow.
All right.
So do you want to start about like how you became interested in spreadsheets?
Sure. All right. Well, it's a long story. I'm gonna try to make it short. So basically, my whole entire life, I've been a person that I've had multiple interests, just throughout my whole life, and I've been changing the things that I do. So there's like, I've started on the e-commerce, you know, uh, bandwagon since 2013, and I've changed business multiple times. I've sold things. I sold felt stuff. I sold party supplies. I sold a bunch of different stuff. Was on eBay, flipping, yard sale things. So I've been doing many different things my whole life. But the funny thing is, the only constant in my life has been spreadsheets. No matter what I do, no matter where I go, there's always a spreadsheet. Hey, Emily, good morning. There's always a spreadsheet in my life. But I never really, it was that thing that it's always like in the back of your mind, like you're using it, you're doing, it's almost like a routine. Like you wake up, you brush your teeth, you eat your breakfast, and you don't realize that you're doing it. So, but I've always used it for like decades now, and I love it. And before I started with Excel, because Google Sheets didn't exist back then, but as soon as Google Sheets were a thing, I was just like, yeah, this is like much better. I can access from anywhere. I can use it on my phone. I can, switch computers. I can use it on my work. I can use it at home. So I wasn't tied to a place like that had Excel, or that I had to save a file or something like that. So yeah, this is how spreadsheets came into my life. One day, in high school, I did do a technical of computer, something like that, and that's where my interest had started, and that's like, I don't even know, 1900s something.
Yeah.
But ever since, I've been using it. So, and it makes a whole difference in my life, and especially my business. And then I started to realize how useful they really were. when I started my party supplies business, and I need to keep track of inventory. There was a lot of, I dealt with a lot of physical products, and I was selling on multiple places. I was selling on Etsy, I was selling on eBay, I was selling on Facebook Marketplace, I was selling everywhere, and I had to keep track because if I ran out of something and I sold, that would be a problem, right? So I started using spreadsheets to track that inventory, and I created a whole system. It was awesome. Like I would just like download the reports from the orders and would like automatically take it out of the inventory, and it already showed me on like a different tab, something that I like what did I have to order, what I was running low on. And it was like a whole entire system that is like you pay hundreds of dollars for softwares online, right? And I created a system and I was doing it for free. So that's when like something really clicked, and I'm like, yeah, spreadsheets can be like much more than just taxes or numbers, or you can create a whole entire system using spreadsheets. Oh, I think you froze. Did I freeze? Did you freeze?
Yeah.
Somebody froze. Hello. Uh-oh. Hey Sharon, good morning.
It's terrible, both of us. So
Oh
we'll get
no.
through this. We'll just keep
Oh,
dragging on.
here we go. Somebody's gonna be freezing. I don't know who it is. Um, yeah, but that's the story. That's how I became interested in spreadsheets. And how about you? How did you start using spreadsheets?
Yeah, well, before I dive into that, I just want to add that Andrea does onboarding, and me coming in here to Spreadsheetables is onboarding, and like seeing how friggin' organized she is with that is amazing. And that's how you grow. Like she is doing the thing. She is putting in place those processes that you can bring on team members and VAs, and the process is smooth. You have everything there. There's links and videos and SOPs and inventory for everything.
Ah, froze again.
Of like Andrea just like blows my mind. I'm like, she's doing it. If people need to grow their business, so in terms of, am I frozen or I'm frozen?
I'm not sure.
So if I keep talking, if you're frozen, but maybe both freeze or if it's just one of us. Going. So spreadsheets, how I got interested. So I worked as a consultant for a Fortune 500 company, and world.
Uh-oh. Did we lose Mel? No.
I would study injury data and quality control data and relate that to improving the processes, pulling in the engineers, the management, the VP to say, okay, we need to implement these changes. And these were multi-million-dollar projects that we're working on, and it was all in Excel. So it was pretty incredible what we could do to manage projects in these spreadsheets. And so because we used it so much, we ended up, for one specific project, I remember maxing out the capabilities of Excel. We had just, done as many formulas and nesting as you can. And we, at that point, had to call in like a software engineer and be like, we need to, design something else. So that was kind of cool. Like but to achieve all of those other things without software, and then that one case we did have to bring in like software engineers to design something. But it's amazing that this huge company, a Fortune 500 company, using Excel spreadsheets, and now I'm sure they've probably switched, but now being into Google Sheets. So so that's how spreadsheets came to be for me. So.
Yeah, and that is crazy that you mentioned that, because yes, the big companies. I work for a very big. I'm a recruiter coordinator for an IT company, a real big one, in the computer security area, and I mean, we're talking, security, we're talking clouds, we're talking all that. And there's like the latest software, right? They create the softwares, but it's funny enough, they still use spreadsheets, for within the team, right? I'm on a team of like 50 people, and they still use spreadsheets to control some things within the team. So I mean, it's a really flexible and powerful tool if you stop and think about it, right? It's
Yeah.
not it can be used for anything, literally anything.
Yeah.
Right? We created the bingo generator. You can generate bingos to play with your kids. Melinda made a freaking map Google Sheets that doesn't even look like a spreadsheet. I was like, there's no way this is a spreadsheet. And this is coming
Yeah.
from me. Like, I've used spreadsheets for decades. And I was like, yeah, no, this is not a
Yeah.
spreadsheet.
Yeah. Can I add, like, we've discovered, like, yes, we know spreadsheets, but like we've discovered so much in the last couple of weeks, and we're like, people aren't doing these things, and we're like, oh my gosh, we are bringing this all to the vault, and
Right.
people can have it and take these ideas and run with them. You can like
Right.
sell them or have lead magnets or stuff. But yeah, we've like
I
discovered
am
all these
so
crazy
excited with
things.
the discoveries. It's been so fun, like literally. And it's like I show Melinda something, she's like, "What?" And then she shows me something, I'm like, "What?" It's been crazy. It's been a wild journey. I mean, just rediscovering Google Sheets and all the powerful things that it can do. So
Oh yeah, yeah.
it's been fun.
So I know you talked a little bit about your store, and Andrea, maybe she doesn't want to brag about it, but she's a top 1% Etsy seller, which is awesome. And those skill sets come into Spreadsheetables. We can bring all of that knowledge that she has, because maybe you're using spreadsheets for personal life or your business, but you can also go and sell these. And so that ties in with Etsy, and she could bring that knowledge to us. So I thought maybe she could talk about, I know you mentioned your Etsy shop, but maybe some of the challenges you had in the early days and how you've decided to shift things from physical products to digital.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah. So my party store was on. I put it on vacation now because I sold all my inventory. But it was I've sold over I think it was $130,000 of revenue within a year and a half. And that was when I started my party store on January 2020. And of course, in March 2020, we had COVID. So in my head, it was like, oh, great. I just opened a party store and people aren't allowed to party anymore. What a great timing.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I'm doomed, you know? And I've done a lot of research before that. And I'm just like, great. But surprisingly enough, people were still, doing their own thing, like at home, or they were doing a lot of like the video conference parties, like the Zoom parties. So they were still partying, but just a different way, right? We adapt. We're humans, we adapt to anything. So um, that took off, and it took off to a point where I kind of like started to get too much because I was still working my day job, and then I had two kids, and I had it was a lot going on, and then we had COVID, and then with the whole shipping thing, it just became like really crazy. And dealing with inventory, I mean, if you're doing it on your own, it's just too much. I was getting like 20 30 orders a day that I had to ship like within 3 to 5 days. I think it was my shipping time. And with kids and everybody at home, and I was working from home, and it just became like too much to deal with the inventory. And this is when I was like, no, I have to stop what I'm doing and like shift to. I still wanted to do something, have my own business online, but I wanted something to do that I wouldn't be so tied up to a physical location or to like a physical work, right? My store wasn't at the point where I could scale and hire somebody to come help with the shipping and everything. So it was like, what do I do now? And this is when I started to do more research on passive income. And this is when I found Sadie, which is our VIP group coaching. She's our coach. And that's how Mel and I met, through this VIP group. And And I met Sadie on October last year, and I was still going through the party supplies route, but I was doing like the digital invitations and digital party supplies kind of thing. Um, and it was selling, but like it wasn't selling as the as fast as I wanted to. Um, so being in VIP and just like seeing other people doing this stuff and seeing other people being successful, and I was just feeling stuck. And then I just wasn't feeling it. The whole like writing a blog about party stuff. Like I'm not a person that throws events or anything, right? So to me, it just wasn't my passion. Like I liked the business part of the party store, but not planning and creating that whole event and being that face, right, of the party. I'm not it. I'm an introvert. Like I hate parties. So that just wasn't it for me. And so I was feeling really down. I was like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Like I ran out of ideas. And in I think it was January of this year, I had a 101 with our coach, and we brainstormed things. And she's like, "But what do you like to do? What do you know? What do you do?" Like I was like, "I don't know. Like I wear many hats, but like I don't have one that I focus on." And like somehow we came up about talking to spreadsheets. She's like, "Your spreadsheets are amazing. Why don't you do this?" So she helped me brainstorm this whole entire business around spreadsheets that I had no idea it was even a thing. Right? People are selling spreadsheets. People want to buy spreadsheets. Like, what are you talking about? So, I mean, within what was that? That was January. So 6 months, and it has been the wildest journey, but it has been the most profitable one because it's passive. You create a spreadsheet once and you sell it over and over again. So regarding the Etsy shop, I got all the experience that I had from my party store, right? Because on Etsy, especially nowadays, we have there's a lot of people, a lot of sellers coming on the platform. So there's this huge like ocean of sellers. 90% of the people don't know what they're doing, right? This is why when you actually know what you're doing, when you know how to work your tags, your keywords, your product description, your store, like when you brand your Etsy, that's how you become a top 1% seller. And so I brought this to all the experience that I had to Spreadsheetables, and we opened an Etsy shop, and we didn't advertise until like a couple of months ago, and we are almost at 100 sales. And we finally got our star seller badge or something. I think that's shenanigans, but we got the badge. And I mean, and I want to bring that whole experience to not only to my shop, but I want to make Spreadsheetables a place where you can see the world that is out there, the possibilities there are of selling spreadsheets, because it is a great source of passive income. And again, you create once and you sell it over and over again. And we want to bring that to Spreadsheetables, the whole you can build a business based on spreadsheets, right? And Google Sheets is free. Spreadsheetables is we are bringing something to you that is our VIP vault, our VIP hub. We're going to have spreadsheets done for you where you can take that and you can just like change it to your brand colors, or you just rebrand a little bit and then you sell it, right? It's simple. It's a 10-minute process, and you have a spreadsheet that you can start selling. You have a product done for you. And this is where Mel comes in. She not only when I met Mel, she joined the membership, the Spreadsheetables membership, and she took a template that I created, that I taught the group. Right on the membership, we have the monthly template. So I pick up a template and I do like from zero to spreadsheet, right? From zero to product. How do you create a spreadsheet? And she watched the video and she created like this spin-off of product of the habit tracker that I had created. And I was like, what? It just blew my mind. I was like, this is the person. Like, if I want to grow Spreadsheetables, I need someone next to me, right? I need a partner. I need someone that will be there, that will wear the shirt, and I've seen Mel's work. And when I saw the spreadsheet that she created, I was like, that is the person.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Like Mel is a doer. She just does the thing. Like I don't know how she does it. I'm a hot mess. I'm all over the place. But she's not, and she does the thing, and she is amazing. And then one day I was like, I called Mel, messaged her. I think I messaged you on Facebook. Did I message you on Facebook?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think it was on Facebook. I was like, hey, I had
And
a
you left it on like for Monday. I had to sweat about it all weekend.
yes, yeah.
I had to ask you something and then left it for like days.
I was like, hey, Mel, I had this crazy idea. Do you want to join Spreadsheetables?
Yeah.
I never told her. I was like, I had this idea of, taking this thing to this level, and I'm looking for a partner, and I want someone that, are willing to just like come on board and just become part of, the business. And what did you say? I remember your face.
Yeah. I think I was like all over it, but I didn't say yes right away because I was like,
I remember exactly. I remember your face. You were like, yeah, no, that sounds great. But like you wouldn't say yes. And I'm like,
I know.
is she in? Is she not? Like, am I
Yeah.
crazy? She's like, this lady's crazy.
Yeah. No, I think I was totally in on the idea. I think figuring out the partnership side of things, I wanted to know before I said like yes. So, because like we've with our family business, we've purchased other businesses and stuff, but I haven't been through the process of like a partnership. My in-laws have, but I haven't personally. So I guess like me, I'm analytical. So I have to like know the details and then say yes. But on the idea, I was like, yes, absolutely.
Yeah. And I'm glad to have you because you are the analytical side, and I'm the spontaneous, crazy, let's do this thing,
Yeah.
And I like that you're the like, let's think, well, let's think about it.
Yeah.
But I mean, the value that you brought to Spreadsheetables has been like amazing. Like when I had the idea of having someone with me, I don't know, like in my mind, I'll be like, I'm not looking for someone that I have to, give orders to, or like, I don't want to be a boss, right? I want somebody that will walk the walk with me, right? And have their own ideas and be their own person, right? In the business. And you are just it. Like, and you want to talk about the other things that you were bringing to the vault? It's aside of the spreadsheets, because the spreadsheets that you created are also amazing.
Yeah.
But you're bringing a whole lot more to the vault, and I am so excited.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Like when I saw you do like the habit tracker with the images in there, I was like, oh man, I had never thought to put like Canva banners in there that's designed and images and stuff. And I was like, oh, and so that's why I ran with that habit tracker that I watched you do the video, and I was like, oh, I can do this. And I was blown away. And so now floated into this like having clip art ready to go for you guys that you can design different things. I think I took the habit tracker and made like a stress or like anxiety relief one with like, a girl with a yoga pose, and like did the whole headline and stuff. Like there's just so many ideas. So yeah, we've created this whole vault. It's going to have about 1,000 pieces of clip art to start, and we're just going to keep adding to it. And seller resources. So I think like when I had started an Etsy shop a while back, I wish I had more of all of these tools and templates, because it's so worth it when you get going with Etsy. But there are so many steps when you go to list something or even start your shop. There's so many things that you need. And so now we're putting seller resources in there. So, your PDF templates and Pinterest pins and social media pins to advertise things. Pretty much anything, your Etsy banners and your sale signs and all of those things, we're going to have in the vault, so you can just take them, rebrand with the colors and go, to make it a lot faster for you. So yeah, it's going to be awesome. And then we have mock-ups too. So people had seen some of the mock-ups we've been creating, like even with AI or creating them in Canva, and we'll have those mock-ups just ready to go for you. Freebies too is another one. A lot of people are using Excel or Google Sheets for freebies. And, all the steps to even creating a freebie, doing the write-up and making the freebie and doing the image for it. So we're going to have those image templates ready to go that you just grab, pop in your product, and your freebie's ready to go. So yeah, it's pretty exciting.
Yeah, the product creation tracker, right? That you create, you got a ton of leads from that one, right? For your other business.
Yeah, I guess we can talk about why I jumped on board right away when Andrea had asked about it. Yeah, so my initial love of spreadsheets, of course, I jumped all over that. But when I saw, when she launched that membership, I was all over it because I'm going to backtrack a bit because I felt like it was finally a community that I belong because I'm super nerdy and love spreadsheets. And I never found that before, right? Like you would talk to people about it and, it's not their jam. So finally we have like a community here of like us fun, nerdy people that love spreadsheets and like to be organized and things like that. So, once the membership came out, I hit that, and then I did the habit tracker thing, and I changed it into a product creation tracker. And I had like on my personal business side, had a freebie, and it wasn't performing well. And I know with business, you don't quit on it. You find something else. You change it up, see what works. And so I took that habit tracker, made a product creation tracker, and switched everything out. Well, man, like once I did that, like the leads were coming in, which is awesome. And my list is growing every day. And now that side of the business is like put on hold, but now like I can tell it's kind of similarly related. So I'll probably just, email these people and be like, hey, join us at Spreadsheetables.
You like the tracker? Come get more.
Yeah, for sure. What else did I have here? Yeah, so the results were amazing. Like when you're switching to something that brings people value, they're going to be all over that. And looking back, I'd put out a freebie that, it was kind of like a one-page Canva template that like, it was okay. It was so, but obviously wasn't bringing in the leads that this spreadsheet did. And I think that's what spreadsheets has is like, it really brings a lot of value to people. They want to be more organized. They want to know their data. They want to grow their business. They want to be able to, homeschooling and teaching. They want to be more organized and be able to give feedback easily to kids and teach them. There's so many ways to use spreadsheets and to bring value to people. So, yeah. And spreadsheets for me has gone back for a little while. I'll talk about my Etsy store. I had started it in 2015 because, again, I'm super nerdy and was like, I'm going to sell spreadsheets. And, in some of our businesses, wait, how far should I go back? Should I talk about my history? We kind of skipped over the intros.
No, go for it. I know. I feel like my story is so long, and I'm like, how do I shorten it? But no, go ahead. I mean, we have time. We don't have anywhere to go, so
I'll try and keep it short. So I work with our family business. So it's my in-laws that had started this, and I'm so fortunate because they've been in business, their own businesses for 50 years, and I've worked with them for 25 years, and I'm learning and seeing and growing with them, which is awesome. And so back, I've always worked with them. We started up a butcher shop with a cafe and a local food shop and a bakery all together. It started out of our farmhouse. We grew it into a retail store on the farm as a way to, with beef farming in Ontario anyways, you don't make any money with beef cows. So this was our way to have that farming lifestyle and keep the cows and then be able to make money in a different way. So bringing people onto the farm, they shop in our retail store. And even before that, I worked with my in-laws with like landscaping and snow removal and, every other business we had going on. So
many sorts of things too, right?
Oh yeah. It's been all over the place and I love it. And that's what we still do. And in 2015, while still doing all of this, I started an Etsy shop, and I started with spreadsheets, and I started with, I think it was like pricing products for people for crafts and things like that. I made a spreadsheet, and I would sell some here and there, but I had told people about it. And this is maybe a learning lesson for people, that sometimes you have those naysayers in your life, right? They were like, what are you doing? They don't understand. They're like, that's kind of stupid. And looking back, I let that get to my head. Like, I messed up on that. So as a learning lesson, don't let that get to your head. And if you have those people in your life, don't tell them. Like, don't talk about it. They don't get it. Still today with like spreadsheets and stuff, if people aren't in that world, sometimes they're like, what? So there's that whole world. So looking back, I left that shop alone, and then in December decided, again, with this VIP coaching program, I'm a doer, and I came in there for to learn about blogging, because we're blogging with our butcher business. But then I'm like, oh, well, she's teaching Etsy, and I have an Etsy shop, and it's been like there. So I reinvigorated it, and now I'm a top seller, which I know means it's as a little as a little secret to everybody. If you sell digital products, getting a top seller or a star seller, is quite easy, because your shipping is always on time.
But the customer part is where for my party store, that's where I let, because like when people message you on the weekends or something, like, I'm not online 24/7, right? Yeah. And so this is what got me. I never got star seller with my other one, because I could never reach the customer service thing. But now this one is good. We got it.
Yeah. And like with digital products, like, people just download them and off you go. Like, making money, like, as much as I love like our family business and all of that, and that stuff will still stay, I love making money while I'm sleeping. Like, and we do a little bit with our family business, if somebody buys a gift card, but making money while you sleep, or the thought of if everything had to shut down one day in our other businesses and this ticked along to support us, oh my gosh, like, how cool is that? Like, if somebody got hurt or whatever happens, having that in our back pocket to keep going is kind of the dream, right?
Yeah, sure.
So coming back to the coaching program, I reinvigorated the shop. Now I'm selling things every day, multiple things. Like, the shop's just ticking along, which is amazing. So yeah, the key is, don't quit. I quit way too soon. I can't be hard on myself, because we built up multiple businesses in between. So, I can't be too hard on myself. But if I had just, been able to add one thing to the store every week, or even one every month, like, I know that's not very much. You should be adding, like, they kind of recommend every day or every other day. But even if I had done, one a week or one a month or something to keep it going, like, where could my shop have been now? Which is wild to think about. And then that was in 2015, and now it's 2023, and I'm going back into this like whole world of spreadsheets. And I'm like, this is still like a completely untapped market, which blows my mind too. There's so many opportunities in this world of selling spreadsheets. And, we get these ideas to offer spreadsheets, and I look it up on Etsy, and there isn't anybody selling them. I'm like,
right.
This is
right. And that's the thing. I feel like this is where Spreadsheetables is really like a differential for every other spreadsheet sellers out there. Why? Because they're doing budget spreadsheets. If you go on Etsy, it's like super saturated, right? Budget or tracker, habit trackers. What else do they sell? I don't even know. But like the most popular spreadsheets that I feel like they're just taking that idea and just copying it, right? So when you come in and you put a budget spreadsheet, no matter how awesome it is, it's something that you are trying to compete with a giant, right? That it's already selling that budget spreadsheet that has like over 20,000 sales in that budget spreadsheet. So can you sell it? Sure, you can sell it. Is it going to be as fast as you want? It's not. So if you don't have something differential to offer, something that, you can't find on Etsy, something that you can't find anywhere, like I just created this reading log the other day that I actually showed my kids, and they're super excited. They don't really like reading outside of what they have, like outside of school. but I showed them, they're like, they want to do it just to fill out the books. Let me see if I can show you real quick. But it's like, it's something that they wanted to do, and it's not out there, and it's something that it's already like we're getting a lot of like views on that product because it isn't out there, right? We have the right, exactly, Sharon.
Yeah.
It's not this standard. It's not because spreadsheet, when you talk spreadsheets, we're talking like, oh yes, it's like a budget, or when tax time come, I will open my spreadsheet. Or even people selling spreadsheets, there's so many ugly and boring spreadsheets on Etsy that I'm just like, yeah, no, you can do much better than this. And this is the fun. This is why Mel's product creation tracker took off, and like she's starting getting new leads and more leads and more leads because it's something different. It's something fun. Let me see if I can show what Mel created in the reading log. Give me 1 second. But yeah, and I mean, this is, and like the map. Even I even had more ideas about the map, Mel.
Oh yeah.
Always new ideas coming to mind. So you see, because the map that you created, it's interactive, right? If you hover over, it shows the region, it shows like the country or whatever it is.
And the
um,
population, yeah.
yeah, so with the clip arts that you have, we could take like the little images, so where the kids could like move, let's say, I don't know, like the Eiffel Tower, right? So
Hmm.
we can have the clip art of the Eiffel Tower, and they can move that clip art to where it is, right? So not only the child is learning all about the content, right, all about the our cultures and everything, but they learn about the important marks of each kind, what they have to offer. So that would be a cool one to have.
Yeah, love that idea.
Right? I know. My mind is just like, oh, I need more time. Can we have more time? Can we create a spreadsheet that gives us more time in the day, please?
You know, we're trying to get this launched, and then we keep coming up with other ideas. Like we have this list of things to get done for the launch, but then we're like, oh, and what about this and this and this? So now we find we're like already scheduling out, okay, like July and August,
Yeah,
we do kind of some themed things coming out. Um, but yeah, it's going to be pretty cool.
it's gonna be awesome. I can't wait. Let me see if I can open. Sorry, I didn't plan on showing anything, but this is really cool.
And then we were going to get into like travel itineraries and stuff too, which is, I think a lot of people seem to be looking for that. And travel bloggers can offer that stuff as freebies or giveaways, or embed things onto their website that people can use.
Yeah, for sure. And we also, this month's template, I'm still working on it. It's getting there. But it's
The social
the
media one,
social media calendar. This one is
everybody wants that one.
one of the most weighted templates. The thing. It's gonna be a big one though. That one.
Yeah, I think like Andrea brings these like massive, awesome, like interlinked, all these formula spreadsheets kind of all in one, which is amazing. And then I'm adding like different ones that are like different strategies. So very specified to, I do marketing full time for our business. And there's so many different marketing strategies out there, and pretty much anything, any strategy can be made into a spreadsheet. So you'll see that popping up where we'll have just kind of a one pager, but it's a strategy that you can try in your business and see if it works. And the nice thing about all these spreadsheets that we're doing is, you know, if you like different spreadsheets, you can put them together in your own file and have everything in one place.
Yeah, and this is something cool about Mel. Like she brings the experience. Like, and I know she doesn't brag about stuff either, but she started the news break on the VIP group. We're talking about how to like different ways to monetize your passive income business, right? That's what the VIP that um, Sadie teaches. That's what it's about. You monetize everything, and it's passive. Everything's passive. So specific. So Melinda create this Newsbreak account, right? It's a, what's it called, syndication sort of thing, right? I think that's what
Yeah.
it's called. She, were you talk about your Newsbreak while I open this thing here
Oh,
because
yeah.
it's like you monetized it so fast.
Yeah. So, the key point of this is consistency. Anything with business is consistency. So, I went in there, loaded up blog posts, what was it, maybe 4 or 5 days, and got to the minimum amount of people that you need in there to apply for monetization. But I think the learning point of that is being consistent with something. Don't try something and give up on it. Keep going. Like I would have gone for months trying to add and develop those numbers. I see Sharon had said, you've given me so many ideas on how to manage PLR. So Sharon is part of the VIP group, and she is a PLR specialist. And for people that don't know, PLR is private label rights. And private label rights give you, now you have to look at the usage rights for what you're purchasing because it could be different. But in general, you can take that content, edit it, and then flip it and use it for yourself or sell it depending on the rights that you have for the PLR. So she's the specialist on that. And Sharon, it's funny you mentioned that because you had done a talk in the coaching program. And so we made like a PLR inventory tracker because of Sharon. I had started, purchasing PLR and seeing how I can use it in our businesses. But I started realizing that, you're purchasing all these things and they're all scattered about in your files and you can't find them. So we thought, what about an inventory tracker, which Andrea is like the queen of like tracking everything. So, just putting everything in there and it links to all of it so that you can go in there and look to see, oh, here's all the things I've purchased for PLR. Here's where I've used it. And if you want to go back and repurpose some of those things, you have it all in one spreadsheet ready to go. So there's an idea for you, Sharon, if you want that one.
Sorry. Yeah. All right. So let me show you here. What this is the freebie that Mel created. Now, if you're watching, you tell me if this is something that you would expect to get for free when you sign up for a
Sharon.
when you sign up for, a freebie that you see online, right? Join my list, and then you expect a checklist, right? Or like Mel say, a one-page Canva template, or a PDF with just like some text that you got from ChatGPT. Now, when you offer something like this, and this is the tracker, so basically you enter your product title in here, and you check, right? There's the tasks on the side, and you can adapt this to what, to your business or the way that you have your process going. And then once you check once you're done, this will show you the your productivity, right? It's more of like a visual graph that you can just take a quick glance and be like, okay, so something is missing on this day is complete, for example. And you can just keep track like that. And this is the cutest thing. Oh, and it only tracks your monthly progress in here as well, right? So out of all these products, once you complete, the bar will be all filled out. And this is the cutest thing that she created. And this is where I was like, she took the creativity to a whole new level. Because if you look on this, the little rainbow, as you mark this down, the little rainbow has different stages. And this was so cute. This is what won me over. I was like, yeah, this is like perfect. You see how cute it is? Like the rainbow just becomes like a full grown boho rainbow. So this is the product that you would not expect to get for free. So, and this is what Spreadsheetables has to offer for you. So you come in, you can you change this. We teach you how to do everything. I actually created a tool. It's actually a script, and I talk a little. A script is like this part of Google Sheets that lets you automate everything without formulas. Like you write, it's kind of like a coding, but in the membership, if we have something that has coding, you get that code written for you, right? And this is what I created. I have something that a code that you just copy and paste into your spreadsheet, and it will detect all the colors that are in your spreadsheet, and using I think it's the hex code, or if you just fill out the destination. um, we show that inside of the membership, but if you change the color and you click set the color, it will change your whole spreadsheet. So this spreadsheet will become a brand new product in like 2 minutes, right? And you can change here. You can change. This is a image that we created in Canva, and this is we teach that inside as well, the membership, because you can create different Google. There's only so many fonts that you can use in Google Sheets. You can only use the Google fonts. But there's a way around it, which is you can use your brand font, or you can use whatever other fonts or colors that you want, and you can add images, and you can add clip arts, and you can add so many things inside of the spreadsheet. And you can make it different. You can put your branding here instead of this. You can make it your own, and you can offer this as a lead magnet, or you can sell. I mean, we can totally sell this product on, we didn't even list that yet, but we're going to sell this on Etsy, right? And this is very sellable. It's something that, and it's already done for you. You don't even have to see and create the spreadsheet. It's there. It's for you. So this is one. Let me see if I can share the other one real quick. I don't want to make this too long, but let me see. This is the other one. How do I do it? Oh my gosh.
Do you want me to talk about I'll talk about the membership launch while you're sorting that out.
Yes. Very technical challenge, Duran. I can code in Google Sheets, but I cannot do Zoom or StreamYard or any of that stuff.
Yes, that's okay. I can't either. It's all good. So we wanted to let you guys know that the new VIP Hub membership is launching June 30th. And we are going to be offering a 3-day founders discount to that. So you want to watch out for your email and social media. We'll put it out there. Mark your calendars. So June 30th to July 2nd is when we'll have special pricing. Should I talk about the pricing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so the special pricing will be $27 a month, founder level, only for those 3 days. And then after that, it goes to, correct me if I'm wrong, 47.
47, yeah.
$47. So it's a super awesome bargain. You get in at that level and stay there as a founder. So mark your calendars, don't miss it. There's going to be so much value in there for $27, and we're adding to it, daily, weekly, monthly. We're going to have some awesome themed stuff come out. So yeah, make sure you watch for the emails and get signed up. Make sure your emails aren't going to junk. You don't want to miss it.
Yeah. So yeah, we're going to announce on the email. We're going to announce on the Facebook group. We're going to announce it everywhere. But just so you know, our card opens on June 30th. And yes, Sharon, that is so much value for that price. And this is something that I want to highlight, because even outside of the founding members, right, even at regular price, $47 a month, you get new templates every month, you get new clip arts, you get new mock-ups, you get new Pinterest pins, we're trying to work some keyword lists in there as well as all the trainings that we have on our base tier right now. And we have the Google Sheets 101 training, have the design foundations, which is, I think, is the most important thing when it comes to spreadsheets, because you don't want to be that boring spreadsheet out there. So the design foundations, I think the value alone on that is, it's huge. And then we have some training on the basics of formula, because nowadays you can use ChatGPT to help with formulas, to help with scripts, to help with anything. But ChatGPT is not always right. And if you don't know the basics, the foundations of formulas, how the order, right, the sequence of things work, or if you don't know why, the basic things, you cannot troubleshoot a formula, even with ChatGPT. So we teach the basics. And we are not a membership where you're going to get the things that you can find on Google or you can find on YouTube, right? If you go on YouTube and you teach Google Sheets, some formula or some if formula, you're going to get gazillion videos teaching you that formula and how to use that formula. But this is not what we're teaching here. Do we teach formulas? Do we help with formulas? Absolutely. That's like foundations of spreadsheets. But that's not only it. Like, you don't see how to create a little library of books that you can color. So this is back to the reading log that we have. This is going to be in the spreadsheet, in the vault as well for you. So this is a reading log for kids. In here, it's you enter the title, the author, the date that the child started reading, and here you can enter the date that they finished reading. So once this is here, once they finished reading the book, their library is going to start,
Coloring in.
we're going to start coloring.
That's so
So,
awesome.
right? And this is what got my kids excited. My kids are 9 and 7. So they're like gamers now, right? They want nothing to do with books. But this got them excited to try to fill in all their library books in the spreadsheet, because I got my older son to enter spreadsheets because he saves like his passwords. He has like a bunch of different passwords for all the stuff that he uses online. So he got into spreadsheets to save his login and passwords. And now he's all about spreadsheets too, which I think it's so cute. But so now and he can have access from his computer. He um he come here once he reads a book, he puts all this stuff in here, and he sees the library filling out. So once you have read all the books, let me pull this down. So what triggers the coloring is the date that it was finished, the book. So now you have your library all filled out.
That's so
And
awesome.
then here shows how many books he read so far. So I think the full library is about 120 books or something like that. So basically, and you can make this smaller too. Like if you just, to have them achieve that goal and have them going, you can make the library just like two sets of shelves or something like that. But yeah, and here is a wish list for all the books that he wants to read. And this is a reading challenge. And then this here, let me see, it's too small. This is a 30 different challenges that the kid's gonna go there, like read a book about friendship or read aloud to someone. It's just different challenges every day. He can do one. And once he's done, he checks this off. And there's a progress bar up here. So all this is interactive, right? You want to get your child to be, I gotta fix the thing because
This is so perfect for summer. Like parents need something to keep their kids going, right? And this is where you came up with the idea, right?
And this can be used like in their iPads, right? If you download the Google Sheets app, they can use this on the iPad. And here there's a message that says, you're doing great, keep pushing. And then once it's done, it says you did it, congrats. So he finished all the 30 challenges. So this, again, this is like kids nowadays, they're, at least my kids, they're all into like electronics, everything's electronics. So this gives them something that is not electronic, but it's also educational. It is fun, and it gets them engaged outside of the electronics, which is the purpose of reading the book. So this is just something different that we had to share as again, and it's something that it's not your regular, budget spreadsheet. And regarding the price, I think I started talking about the price and I just went off to talk about anything else. But if you look for PLR spreadsheets, right? PLR spreadsheets are not something new, right? If you Google it, you can find PLR spreadsheets. But what are you going to find? You're going to find budget PLR spreadsheets. You're going to find travel planners PLR spreadsheets. You're not going to find any of this stuff that we offer in the vault. None of that. I can guarantee that. And this is a brand new. And for this price, a budget spreadsheet, for example, if you were going to buy it, you're going to pay $47 for that
one spreadsheet
alone to have the right to resell. We are giving you hundreds of spreadsheets to sell for that price. So The value is just crazy. It's just insane. I haven't seen this anywhere in no membership. So I'm really proud that we are bringing something that is like pioneer, right?
Yeah,
In this thing. I love it. I'm just super excited. I can't.
I know. This is it's so amazing that they're going to have all these resources and be able to grow personally and professionally in their businesses. And we have so many endless ideas. You know, every day we're coming up with new ideas, and we can't wait to bring them to you because I think you guys are going to love it.
Yeah, and that along with all the the strategies that Mel brings from her experience with the 500 companies or the 500, what is it called?
Fortune 500, yeah.
Not the 500 companies, but from that experience and other strategies. I mean, she's a marketing strategist, you guys. There's no better person to teach you guys that than Mel, and she's not gonna give you the strategy, but she's gonna give you the tools that you can use in your own business to be able to, achieve everything that you want to achieve. I mean, this is gonna be incredible. I can't wait. I'm so excited.
It's amazing. Yeah, it's going to be great.
All right.
We wrap it up.
We've been here for an hour already.
I know. I think we forgot to hit record. Did we?
Oh no, we did not. I knew this was gonna happen.
I know. I thought about it at the end. Anyways.
Oh my God. I'll see if it somehow it records on this StreamYard. Hopefully it does, but
Yeah.
I don't see any recording button. So that might be you may be recorded.
I'm not sure if there's a replay or not. So, but thank you guys so much for listening in. If you have any questions about the membership, let us know. You're going to be seeing more information. We're going to be giving more sneak peeks and stuff on in the Facebook groups. So watch out for those and let us know if you have any questions at all about it.
Yes, please do. You can send us an email. You can ping us on the Facebook group, whatever is easier for you. And let us know, what do you want to see in the vault? Because we're going to bring that to you.
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. Thank you so much, you guys. If you stayed here from the beginning, that was a long live. We did not plan on this long, but I mean, when we start talking
to share, right?
We can't stop. It's like I could go on and on and on.
Yeah.
But I won't, I promise. Stop.
All right. Thank you guys.
Thank you guys. Thank you, Mel, so much for being
Thanks,
here.
Andrea.
Again, our partnership, I think it's a beautiful thing, and
it is beautiful.
It will be awesome.
I'm excited.
Awesome. All right, guys. I'll see you. Have a great Sunday. I'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.